Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. Jägermeister Cup in full swing, and we will be giving you all the results of the week that was across the board in USL League One, and we'll get you ready for the action on the weekend as well. Officially, a no dilly, no dally zone. So what happened in the past handful of days? Well, we'll let you know. Back on the 17th, Charlotte Independence loses to the Murder Owls at American Legion Memorial. Union Omaha 4-1 winners. One Knox beat Central Valley at Fresno State by the final of 2-0. And that gets us to our match of the week. It was at City Stadium in Richmond. Greenville triumph, Richmond Kickers. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Teams proceeding out on the pitch. Tonight's match presented by U-Crops between Richmond Kickers and Greenville Triumph. The second meeting in all competitions. Two changes from last Saturday's defeat at Chattanooga. That was a 1-0 defeat. Greenville also charging into an unorthodox 4-4-2 look by their standards. Richmond hoping to snap a drought of 6 winless in all comps. Greenville looking to continue their dream start to 2024. And we are underway here from City Stadium, an East Coast clash which has characterized good chunks of League One the last few years, taking center stage once again. Richmond going left to right on your screen. Ball is with Simon Fitch, the VCU product. Greenville will go right to left. Sam Goldfarb here, excited to bring you all of the action tonight between the sticks. Ultimately left it up to a goalkeeping competition on Thursday afternoon and has clearly gone with the former Riverhounds man in Garner, who, new addition to this back line this offseason. Floats it towards the back stick. Found the head of Dakota Barnathan, but didn't do much more than that. Routinely into Garner's gloves. Here's Polak. Vinyals. Schenfeld drives it low, falls to O'Dwyer. Darts inside, and the follow-up from Suko doesn't trouble Garner, and it's a decent break here. Ball that sits kindly for O'Dwyer. He threaded it through nicely to Suko. Well, halftime whistle sounds, and no score between Richmond and Greenville. A cagey affair through the opening 45 minutes. They're looking through here. It comes to Castro. Castro's through, and an excellent stop from Ryan Shello. His first test passed with flying colors. Through on goal here. His eyes would have been wide open. Excellent stop by Shello, darting to his near post. And that is no simple task. Castro with 4 goals on the season. He's tied for second in the league in that category. The only double-digit Greenville goal scorer a season ago. Zukowski's in swinger towards the back post. Ahead to it, falls to Castro briefly, and cleared away from the goal mouth. Big half chance there for Greenville, and still not lost. Castro flicked along, and it's driven in, but the flag is raised on the near side. Daniel Wu robbed of his first professional goal. It was on a platter, but the Richmond back line does enough to force him off. Well, if the first 5 minutes are any indication, Vinyals to deliver once again. Floats towards the heart of the area, and it's off the crossbar. O'Dwyer got his dome to it, and a matter of inches from the opener. Well, what a cross this is. And a perfectly timed run from what ultimately winds up being Simon Fitch. It appears now Richmond has moved Chandler O'Dwyer back into a wide midfield role. So your front two is Sierakowski and Vinyals at the moment. Bill Hart streaking down the right flank. Has two ahead of him. Crosses towards Sierakowski. Got his dome to it, but not much trouble for Garner. This season, more emphasis on giving him rest when needed, not overexerting himself. And the goals have spoken for themselves. Here's Zakowski, tries from long range, and narrowly misses that far post. They look long here for McKinnon. Flag stays down. McKinnon opens the scoring! A stunner in Richmond, and the league's top scorer makes an impact. Goal 6 of the season for Liam McKinnon, and it comes at a very necessary moment for Greenville. Well, we mentioned he hadn't been much of a factor, but here off the restart, gets behind the last line of defense. We are now beyond the 4 minutes. Scarlett loses it. Vinyals. Time for one final chance. Sierakowski. Schenfeld. Cross clattering right into the back of Anderson. And that does it. Liam McKinnon's 85th minute strike making all the difference as Greenville snatches all 3 points on the road.
Gutsy win for Greenville Triumph there, knocking off Richmond Kickers and getting the full point. South Georgia Tormenta on Saturday shuts out Chattanooga Red Wolves by the score of 4-0. And Forward Madison traveled to one Spokane to knock off Spokane Velocity by the final of 3-0. So that sets us up for the standings and Jägermeister Cup standings. So just to let you know, once again, 2 separate competitions, but right now it is USL League One. 8 matches, Greenville's on top with 16 points. Union Omaha, 5 matches, 3 matches in hand, and they've got 13 points. They have not lost in their last 5, period. They've not lost to start the season, period. One Knox at 13 points. They've hit each column once in their last 3. Forward Madison has won 3 of 4. They are at 12 points. South Georgia Tormenta, 8 matches, 10 points. They dropped to 2. They snapped a 2-game losing streak with the win against Chattanooga. Charlotte Independence has 2 matches in hand on Tormenta. They are at 10 points. Same number of wins, behind in goal difference. Same for Spokane. Spokane has a match in hand, same number of points, behind on goal difference. Richmond, 7 matches played, 5 points, and they are ahead of Lexington in matches played. Same number of wins, same in goal difference, same in points, but Richmond has played 1 more match than Lex SC has. Lex SC snapped a 3-game losing streak with the draw last time out. Chattanooga Red Wolves, 4 matches in league at 1-2-1. They are at 4 points. Central Valley, 1-6 out of the blocks. They are at 3 points. They've lost 5 in a row. And Hailstorm, 4 matches played in league, 0-2-2, and at 2 points. Jägermeister Cup and the Cup standings. It is right now involving the standings with the Jägermeister Cup. And once again, separate ideas here when it comes to the Jägermeister Cup. You've got group stage, and you have 8. You've got the 12 teams playing right now. 2 matches in Group 1. Greenville's on top with 4 points. Charlotte and Richmond, they have 2 points each. South Georgia Tormenta with 1 point. The extra points for Charlotte and Richmond came in shootout wins after being tied after 90 minutes. Group 2, Lex SC, they are on top with 5 points. Forward Madison and Chattanooga each with 3, and 1 Knox is at the bottom with 3. With the win and the loss, they are behind in goal difference. Group 3, Northern Colorado is ahead of Spokane on goal difference with 4 points each after 2 matches. Central Valley is at 3 points, and Union Omaha at 0-1-1 is at 2 points. And so that's your Jägermeister Cup standings and your standings in general when it comes to what we're staring at. Once again, don't forget to vote for the Goal of the Week and the Save of the Week nominees on early In the week, you get your notifications at uslleagueone.com. You can vote until Thursday and Friday for choice of goal of the week and save of the week, but make sure that you are heard and that you subscribe to all of the league's social media channels on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. So once again, the viewing guide is there. And from the 21st through the 25th, where can you catch what's going on in USL League One? On Friday, Golazo Network has a Battery and El Paso Locomotive in the championship. ESPN Plus has Tulsa and Roots. Saturday, Rhode Island and Lou City is on ESPN Plus. Golazo Network has Indy 11 Phoenix Rising. ESPN Plus has all the other broadcasts. Jägermeister Cup is all ESPN Plus on the weekend. We'll get into those matchups coming up here in just a little bit. So your schedule for the upcoming week in USL League One. It is all across the board here, looking at the weekend. Full slate of games on Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern at Breeze Stevens. Forward Madison hosting One Knox. CHI Memorial is Chattanooga hosting Lex SC. Tormenta has Tormenta hosting Richmond Kickers and the return of Pablo Jara. 9 o'clock at Future Legends, Northern Colorado Hailstorm hosting Charlotte Independence. And at One Spokane, it is Velocity hosting Greenville Triumph. On Wednesday at Wagner Park in Papilla, Nebraska, it is Union Omaha hosting Central Valley Fuego. In the juice box department, once again, we just do this for information purposes only, and it is for the first 3 matches. Well, it's for the matches in USL League One. They even have USL League Two. They have USL League Two juice boxes, but our friends at Odds Portal do not have USL League One juice boxes because of the separate cup competition. So enjoy the matches as you would under normal circumstances. So if you are in market and can drop in on any of the games, please do. It's great to see what's going on in the USL League One markets and how it continues to grow there as well. If you cannot be there in person, follow along on local providers. And if you can't be there in person because you're out of market, follow along on local providers on all the networks that broadcast the matches in USL League One, ESPN Plus and Golazo Network, and in addition to all of the local channels that broadcast as well. And then what you can do is you can hang out with us on a weekly basis, get your recaps, and get prepared for what's going on in USL League One. So for everybody here at SDH, enjoy the games of USL League One. Play it safe, everybody. We'll catch up with you next week.